are the champions!
Woo!
My friend! Ako, happy yung tita ko sa California. Tsaka yung mga Pilipino sa Daly City. Baka nga naman yan, puro lechon, pansit, barbecue. Champion ng Golden State Warriors. First time since 1975. Small ball is king of the big man's game. My God, Golden State Warriors. You gotta give it to these guys.
Yeah.
You gotta give it to the Warriors.
I mean, they led from opening tip, start of the year. They deserve it. Sabi nga nila, strength in numbers. At the same time, maybe God hates Cleveland.
Grabe ka naman!
Kamali ako. Sabi ko nung una.
Don't use his name in vain.
I'm
Grabe
sorry.
ka, God.
I'm sorry. Pero yun yung parang slogan nila before, di ba? Never sila nag-champion.
Parang may curse yung Cleveland.
Oh, yun na lang. Sige na.
Kasi
It's a strong word.
Nung huling na sa finals sila 2007, natalo rin sila sa home floor. Nanalo Spurs sa Cleveland.
Pero yun talaga.
Well, court din eh.
Nakadalawang finals na sila. Both of the times they had sila. Wala eh. I mean...
Pero kasi kulang naman sila. They're very depleted.
Mm-hmm.
No Kyrie, no Kevin Love. They didn't get much from J.R. Smith in this series. Not much from Iman Shumpert as well.
Delhi actually falling off the planet.
Yeah, and good. David Blatt, I don't know. A lot of things that he could have done a little better.
Yeah.
I think, no? So, wala. Sayang talaga. So many things just went downhill after Game 3 for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
But at the same time, lots of credit to Kerr.
Oh, naman.
The Warriors talagang,
Steve Kerr, Alvin Gentry, that video guy who told them to go small. Diba?
Assistant coach Luke Walton.
Yeah. Who was texted by the video guy for them to go small. Finals MVP, Andre Iguodala, pag-usapan natin mamaya yan. Steph Curry also. Steph Curry, the last two games, Game 5, Game 6, that's the real Steph Curry. That's a Steph Curry that we're all hoping to see in the first 4 games. But parang diesel, umiinit pa eh. Biglang Game 5, Game 6, yan, pumutok na nga. Si MVP, Steph, the chef. Curry. Wala lang. Cleveland couldn't take its Curry well. Wala. Champions. Congratulations to Golden State. Well-deserved. Good fan base right there. Even if the Warriors, if you read some of the articles on Grantland, may sunod si Bill Simmons about Golden State making bad decisions in the past, drafting Purvis somebody over Larry Bird.
Purvis Ellison?
Yeah, someone else, another Purvis. And, just making bad decisions, but eventually landing Steph Curry, who's recovered from a history of ankle injuries.
Problems, yeah.
Klay Thompson had a breakout year. Andrew Bogut was good, even if he didn't play much the last couple of games. Andrew Iguodala, getting him was good.
Draymond
Green,
of course.
Iguodala on the bench for Barnes to start at the start of the year was also good. So many good things fell into place for Golden State this season.
Galing talaga nila. So, question is, how do we like the Finals MVP?
Andre Iguodala as a Finals MVP. Some people were surprised because he's not Steph Curry. He's not the best player on that team. If you look at the season, he's not the MVP. But if you look at the series, parang itong Kawhi Leonard last year.
Pwede.
If you look at the series, he was the most consistent Golden State Warrior for the entire series. Curry had had maybe 1 or 2 bad games. Klay Thompson had several bad games.
Yes, this guy barely showed up.
Yeah, Draymond Green also had several bad games. But all throughout, Iggy was a consistent guy. They put him on LeBron. He hit a bunch of threes. He was good on both ends of the floor. Ang galing ni Iguodala. I think he deserves it to be Finals MVP.
Okay, I will slightly agree if we're defining it as really the valuable player in Finals. Tama. He did.
But how else would you define it? It's the most valuable. I mean,
sometimes they look at points then, diba? Or maybe impact. But here, he played a very
good.
Are
you telling me it should have been LeBron James?
A big part of me believes it should have been him. Okay, yun eh. But we know that in the history of the NBA Finals, I think it only happened once with Jerry West a while back, 1960s, maybe even 70s, coming from a losing team. And it's arguable, very arguable, that LeBron won, could have been 3 games, diba? Like we said before, if he made that shot in game 1. Pero to win 2 games, to be up to 1, actually scare the Warriors. I think talaga siya almost triple-double. Not for 1 game, I think 2 or 3 games and for the whole series. Okay? And we mentioned earlier, a bunch of his teammates failed to show up and
Yeah.
support him.
Yeah.
For the series to be competitive, pwede talaga siya.
Kahit isa lang kahit may Irving lang din.
Pwede talaga
Kaya ito.
Pwede. Now, I understand that the best, I guess, choice is to get somebody from the winning team, and payag na ako kay Iggy. Okay? He was the best two-way player for the Warriors. Okay? While Curry heated up maybe later Game 4, Game 5, Game 6, medyo wala siya 1 and 2 and 3, and he doesn't play good defense, especially since we know Dellavedova exploded for a career playoff high. So, Iggy talaga, okay, fine. Pwede na.
Alright. Ako, if they picked LeBron James, I would have been fine with it. I would have been, I would not have been jumping for joy at it. Siguro, if we reached a 7th game, parang, if he miraculously carried Cleveland to win Game 6, move to Game 7, and let's say they lose, talo pa rin.
Mas madali
Parang
tanggapin.
okay, sige, pwedeng LeBron James. Kasi, aminin na natin, what he did in the finals is absolutely superhuman. I mean, even for someone like him, even for someone who like LeBron James, who's so physically gifted, he's a force of nature. But remember, this is his 5th straight finals appearance. This guy has been playing nonstop from October of 2011, 2010 until now. Di ba? Practically non-stop kasi matatapos sa June. May konting pahinga, sige.
Sprinkle an Olympics.
Oo, pupunta ko sa 2012 Olympics yan, di ba? So, ang hirap ding intindihin kung paano nagagawa ni LeBron yung ginagawa niya sa finals. But he did. He was absolutely amazing. When he said he was the best player on the planet, I thought that was a little arrogant, but it was true.
It's true.
As a matter of fact, he is the best player on the planet.
Still the best player.
Maybe not the best timing to say that after losing Game 5, but I mean, totoo naman sinabi niya. If you pick someone else to be better than LeBron right now, then you don't know anything about basketball.
Yeah, I mean, he can still play pretty much 1 to 5. Not only play, he can defend 1 to 5. Diba? So, I feel disappointed. You knew Mammoth 7 games.
Feeling ko lagyan mo ng kahit fringe all-star, lagyan mo ng Jeff Teague, lagyan mo ng ng DeMar DeRozan ng Cleveland.
Konting-konti lang. Konting-konti lang. Kasi, I mean, LeBron played maybe 45, 46 minutes per game for the finals.
Or lagyan mo ng bagong coach. Si David Black kasi, ang bano ng mga adjustment. Magsa-small ball ka, ngayon gusto ng Golden State, talabanan mo sa sarili nilang pace. Ano ko ba?
Maybe he got, I don't know, intimidated. Maybe he was just not really prepared.
Maybe
lack of experience.
Yeah.
Diba? I mean, sabihin niyo bang iba, Kerr is also a rookie coach, but Steve Kerr has 5 rings. He's a player, ex-GM, ex-analyst on TV, so
he's learned from 2 of the best coaches, Phil Jackson
and
Greg
Popovich.
So he knows he has a good staff with him as well. So.
Wala po talaga, overmatched talaga.
Overmatched, which brings me to our next point. Dahil overmatched from Cleveland and Golden State was so dominant, do you see them maybe repeating next year?
And then ito,
will the Warriors repeat as NBA champions? We are the champions! Tingin mo, Rods.
So assume natin, I'm not privy or not so sure about their contract situations kung sino mawawala. Okay? Assume ko, Curry, Clay, I think Barnes will be there, Draymond Green will be there.
Matt Barnes? Who was traded already, diba? Lance
Iggy,
can dance going to the Clippers.
I'm not sure about Iggy's contract. Assume ko na lang andun siya. I think they can. Okay, they can repeat. Their biggest threat...
Even when the Oklahoma City Thunder finally become healthy again.
Yung nga sasabihin ko
Really?
I think their biggest...
sige, go muna.
Their biggest threat, basta healthy sila,
OKC, baby!
OKC is their biggest threat, basta healthy sila.
With a healthy Ibaka, healthy KD, healthy Russ, healthy Enes Kanter. Nako!
Lakas mo. Wala masyadong bench, pero...
Kanina nga siguro si Durant at si Westbrook baka nalunod. Okay, sige, enjoy nyo lang yan. Chill lang kami dito. Pagdating next season, boom, baby!
Diba? Although, syempre, yung problema mo naman sa OKC, they have a new coach.
Yun lang.
Diba? Yun din. So, we're looking again at...
A lot of people will say it was a long time coming.
Yeah.
It was past due to replace Scott Brooks.
But they got an NCAA coach, so...
Yeah,
Tingnan
Donovan.
natin. Winner
The
naman si
school of Pat Riley.
Winner naman si Billy Donovan sa NCAA. So,
Si Coach Black, winner sa Euroleague.
Again.
Sige
Ewan ko na lang. I mean, Euroleague and NCAA, I'm not sure how to place them. I don't want to say one is lower than the other. It's just they're different. Yeah,
Pero it's safe to say that the Warriors are capable of returning to the finals.
Absolutely. I think for
if they're
them,
completely healthy.
I think for them, the minimum should be West Finals.
Wow.
Minimum.
You're forgetting that the Spurs, the Clippers, the Rockets, the Thunder are all in the West.
Oh nga, I mean, the
Minimum
Spurs.
finals.
West Finals, hindi NBA Finals. So West Finals. But ikaw, you don't think so? You think Chambala?
Hindi ko tingin Chamba, but I think it's going to be
It's tough, of course.
much harder.
It's always tougher in the West, and they always say that repeating, is a lot tougher than winning it the first time.
Kasi I'm sure, even if hindi halata, this team is, after playing through the whole playoffs, they're banged up already. They have fewer months to rest up and recover compared to the other teams. KD's going to be fresh. OKC's going to be fresh. The Spurs are going to be motivated. The Clippers have started making moves already to improve their lineup.
I'm not sure it's to improve though.
Tingnan natin. So I think it's going to be much tougher for Golden State. But they can. They have the talent, they have the coaching, they have the experience now to be able to get back there. Yung Golden State, pwede bumalik. Yung Cleveland ba, tingin mo makakabalik? Tingin mo pwedeng magka-finals rematch next year?
Let's assume that they keep...
LeBron Curry round 2.
Let's assume they have Tristan Thompson again. Then of course...
Is it Thompson? He's gonna get a lot. He's
gonna get paid. Okay, and we'll have. Say they keep Mozgos as well.
Do they keep Love?
Yun nga eh, sabi ni
Do they
Love,
pick between Love and Thompson?
If they do, I think they should keep Tristan Thompson.
Kasi this Thompson Canadian, Ento Canadian.
Homer
pick. We Canadians stick together. Hashtag Maple Leaf Nation.
No, but you can see though, Tristan Thompson a lot better defensively. So.
Yeah. And his rebounding was monstrously good in the playoffs. May Mozgov ka pa. Varejao, magiging healthy pa siguro. Maybe for the first 2 weeks and then injured na naman.
I mean, if LeBron can bring this sorry bunch to the finals, the same team which could be healthier, then definitely kaya ulit.
Ako tingin ko, sige, sign Love and Thompson and trade one of them. Maybe Love.
Varejao.
For me, maybe Love.
Lagi na rumor. So one of them.
I wouldn't mind, honestly, if Love leaves.
Both, yeah.
But as long as
somebody
can get deeper in their sa bench nila,
kailangan
sobra. They need to get deeper. But, a healthy Cleveland Cavaliers team, a wiser David Blatt, an even more motivated LeBron James, who will probably, I predict, will take maybe 2-3 weeks off next season after playing in his 5th finals appearance straight. They can go back, and I think they are the favorites. Right now, barring any injuries,
should be.
Barring any future trades or whatever, I think, even without Kevin Love, the Cavaliers are the favorites to come out of the East again.
Ito, a way to Cleveland.
Here.
How about that?
Wade to Cleveland. Ito si Dwayne Wade ng
Google
When I was in Miami, yun naman yan. Kung Miami Heat fan ka, kakabang ka talaga. Past tense. Kung si Chris Bosh ka, wala na akong kakampi. Kung si Mario Chalmers ka, masaya ka. Kasi pwede ka na magbakaw. Pero pag Miami fan ka, ay patay tayo dyan.
Sama ako sa kanya sa Cleveland. Caps na ako.
Wow! Wade fanboy right here. Will he go to Cleveland? I don't think so. I think there's a bigger chance of maybe getting Ray Allen. I think there's a bigger chance of getting another, good player.
Ray Allen might be over the hill.
Dwayne Wade, do you think he's gonna take a pay cut again to play in a team na parang hindi siya number 2 dito, ha? Wag na number 3 siya kasi may LeBron, may Kyrie dyan. Kung mag-off the bench to, kasabi niya, yung J.R. Smith, Mario Joseph, can those guys work? I don't think so.
It's tough to... Parang super team siya pag-isip mo.
On paper, ha?
On paper, but Kyrie and Wade are pretty much off-injured players, so Delikado.
I don't think so. I'm not.
Maganda lang yan. It's exciting on paper, but I don't think it will happen.
If you're a 2K15 guy, go ahead, make that trade. But if you're a GM for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Mr. Griffin,
I don't think it will happen. I don't think it will happen, but maganda lang pag-isipan.
Alright, huli na.
Sige.
Congratulations, Golden State. Congratulations, Iggy. Better luck next year, Cleveland. Ang daming lumabas na mga haters si LeBron ulit, ha? Sa Twitter, sa
articles,
Insta-G, sa 9gag, sa mga memes, mga meme. Mga meme ninyo.
Hindi mga articles.
Ako, I have to admit, when he moved to Miami, I hated his guts because I felt he turned his back on his promise to Cleveland. Now that he's back, though, I
forgive him.
Yeah, I mean, to be quite honest, he did it. He came back for Cleveland. You could see how much he played his heart out for his home state. So ako, sige, I admit props to LeBron this postseason. But there's a lot of haters out there. And okay lang, sige, fine. Maging hater ka. Pero minsan baka naging irrational, illogical, overboard yung pagka-hater.
Talagang sometimes his greatness talaga, it's taken for granted because you will compare rings, you will look at his 2-4 finals record, that's fine. Pero it's hard not to appreciate yung galing na to eh. His uniqueness. He's the only guy at his size who can play better than Magic, who can sprinkle in a little bit of Jordan in his game, maybe a little bit of Kobe. At saka Karl Malone pa.
Karl Malone shoulders too eh.
This guy is an elite defender.
Karl Malone's body, Magic's court sense, passing. Jordan's drive maybe or desire.
Pwede.
Ewan ko yung killer instinct ni Kobe.
Sige, wala yun.
Yung swag ni Kobe siguro.
Pwede, diba? I mean, this guy...
Si Kobe nga, dinefend si LeBron.
Sa
Twitter,
maganda.
Dinefend ni Kobe si LeBron. Kasi nga, ang dami nagsasabi na, si LeBron, loser, walang 2-4 in the finals, he can't win without 2 superstars, mga ganyan. Si Kobe nag-reply, I had Pau and Shaq. Magic had Kareem. MJ had Pippen. Ganyan. TD had Parker and Banu.
Even David Robinson, Hall of Famer.
Yeah, so...
Diba talagang bihira eh. Talagang in the last maybe 15 years, the only team na wala talagang superstar, yung Pistons lang of 2004 eh.
Yeah.
Yun lang.
Ako, inamin ko, when he was in Miami, I didn't like him. But I grudgingly respected the fact that he was an amazing player.
Yeah.
An amazing player. And that's something you can't discount or just turn your back on. So, props to LeBron also, diba? And to his haters, maging naman kayo.
Objective kahit konti lang.
Objective, maging rational naman kahit paano. Temper your hate a little bit. Kasi minsan nagiging...
Overboard, no?
Overboard na to the point na talagang wala nang sense, diba? Mm-hmm. And when you don't make sense, you're pretty much stupid.
Sayang yun. I mean, there are other things that you should hate on. Wag sana yung sa LeBron.
There you go. And he has pretty nice shoes. Yeah.
Actually, maganda yung yellow. Gusto ko actually.
Pero ako, 3 stripes ganyan ko. Adidas. Yeezy Boost. Yeezy Boost coming out soon, baby. So,
look out.
So, congratulations again to the Golden State Warriors. And
congrats.
Kahit natalo, props pa rin to Cleveland for really pushing the Warriors to 6 games. It wasn't as lopsided as people probably thought before the series began. So we're off to the off-season na, Ross. May draft tayong pag-uusapan. Mga rookies, mga malapit na yung
off-season
FIBA,
moves.
Matapos na yung PBA, off-season moves, dami na pag-uusapan. Basketball. Basketball never stop. See you again in the next episode. This is Rolly and Enzo. Tweet us, follow us. Signing off.